Hello guys, and welcome back to another YouTube video. In this video I will be removing the original license plate holder with my flip and dip license plate holder. So let's go straight to the process of unmounting the original stock Fender license plate holder. So the first step is going to be taking off the seat. Wiggle it back like that. Okay, so once we get the seat off, the back seat, we're gonna need to undo these two bolts right here. So I'm gonna do that. Alright, so now we got the seats off. Next step will be taking these fairings off. As far as I can see, they have these two bolts on each side. But I saw on Flip and Dip that they might have some push pins. You can see one actually right there. I'm just gonna grab some light so you guys can see. Right down. Where was it at? Right down there. One there, definitely. And I guess it's the same for the other side. Let me see. I think you gotta take them out from below, but I'll undo these four to start with, or just these two, so we can figure out if it's only that or there's a push pin. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. Alright, so I've now undid this bolt and this bolt right here. As far as I can see right now is that there's one more here. Phillips head screw, I think, yeah. Just the same on the other side. And then underneath here, you can see that it has a screw right there underneath here, Phillips head screw too. You can see probably, I think, right there. So I'll go ahead and undo those. Just for your information, guys, this is my mistake. Before you start disassembling the bike, remember this Phillips head screw right here does not need to be undone. It just holds together the fairings, so don't disassemble, don't take off that. The only thing you need to do to take off these are the pop screw, which has another screw down here, as I showed you. So these two are connected, and then of course the two bolts, but that's it. Alright guys, I unscrewed the screws. This one is a bit of a hassle to get out when you got the rear light on, but it is possible. You can just let it stay in the hole there. The other one down here is pretty easy to get off. What I found out was down here there's a push pin. You can see the hole right there, down there, right down there. just like with this one. So I popped that out. So I'm gonna see if I can take off the panel right now. Should be able to, but you never know. Alright, so there it goes. The next thing is gonna be taking off this side panel. As far as I know, it's only screwed on with a bolt down here. Let's see if you can see it on the camera. Right down here. And then there's some Velcro pieces in here and a pop pin. So if you undo this bolt, you should be able to take it right off. So I'm gonna try to do that. Yeah, so you can see it comes right off. It's Velcro together, pop pin. So pretty easy, straightforward. I'm gonna go ahead and do it on the other side. So yeah, it's basically the same thing. Alright, so now I got both of the fairings off. Be aware of when you're taking these fairings off that it comes in the groove here, so you would have to pull it a little bit back and not just straight off. So just be aware of that. Next step is you can see the bolts here for the fairing or license plate holder. We will need to unplug these. Let's see. Yeah, we got one cable here, probably for the light to the license plate holder, right underneath here, and then we got two indicators. Or it could be one light for the one could over here could be the light for the license plate, and this could be an indicator and this could be an indicator. But as far as I know, you will need to get to this connector box here and unplug the orange one and the white and the light blue. Those are for the indicators and the rear license plate light. I think the last one is for the back light here, so we will not need to unplug that. Just gonna remove this one. This is just tools for the bike. So I'm gonna take that off. And then I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect these. Alright. So the thing is with this, you're supposed to, like, in case, just so you don't ruin these cables, you're supposed to flip these up with a little flathead screwdriver. So just twist it a little bit up, and then you're able to take the cable right off without damaging anything. Right. So now I got all the cables off. I'm just gonna take them away from the connector box right here and up here we do this before undoing the holder itself, so when we do undo it, we're able to take the cables right off with it. So that's it. Just be careful when you're working with this kind of stuff. It is very narrow in here, and but just take your time. And these clamps just hold the cables in place. Remember that when you put them back on. So yep. So right now we got all this. I'm gonna take off the fairing or the license plate holder. This one. We're gonna undo bolts on both sides. These I think they're like 12 millimeters or something. But they're on both sides. So we're gonna undo them now and then pull the cables through the back of the bike. So yeah. That's it. Alright everybody, got the license plate holder off it. Looks much more clean. Definitely saving a lot of weight getting this off. Weighs a lot. So what we're going to be doing now is taking off all these bolts, I guess, so we can take the wires off. So take this apart, undo these 4, 6, 7 bolts. See where we're gonna come with that. I'm just gonna do it right here. Alright, so now I undid the 7 bolts. I got this piece off. Remember to keep everything in case you want to set it back to stock settings. But right now, I think I can take this piece off too. I'm gonna undo these Phillips head screws so I can take this piece off, and then I can get all the get the indicators off so I can put them on the flip and dip. So undo these two and take this middle part out. Alright, so now I got the metal frame off it, and I got the wiring to the indicators right here. So what you're gonna be doing now is just you can see there are some small clamps right here holding the wires, so just undo them so you have them freely. I'm just gonna do that real quick. Alright, so now you got them all free. What we're gonna be doing now is undoing the indicators. First you're gonna take these 8mm bolts off each side. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So when you undo these, I think you will be able to take the indicators right off. If I remember correctly, watching the flip and dip video where they did it. So once you get these spooled out, if I can get it out, I think it needs a little more. I think I got it now. There it goes. Keep that close by. Save it somewhere. So right now you can just take it right off here. Just be very careful when you do this kind of stuff. You don't want to ruin anything. So there's a little metal piece right here. We want to get that off now. It sits within the rubber, so it can be a little tricky to get off, but you can see it right here. So I'll try to pull the light off, indicator wiring here. So you see, maybe you can get it out. No, you can't get through that middle part. I think you just have to, like, yeah, it comes, it's a little tough, but it's gonna come off. See right here? Just take it off like that, so it sits like this, so it goes on the cable, so you have to take that out first. Save that, we're also gonna be needing that. And then you can take the cable through here. So now you got the right indicator. So that was the blue one. Yeah, take this rubber piece off. There's a thin side on the inside here. It's easier to push that through to the other side, just so you don't have to ruin the big piece. Looks like this. Also gonna be saving that. So that's all you need for the indicators. I'm gonna take the other one out. It's the same process, so just gonna do that. Okay, so what you should be left with now is a bunch of bolts. These two plastic pieces. This plastic piece with the light for the license plate, and the metal frame. We are going to be using the plug for the connector box from the old light for the license plate, but that's going to come in later on. Just don't throw this away, okay? Alright, so the next step is going to be mounting the indicators on the flip and dip right here. So it's going to be pretty straightforward. Alright, so got the frame right here. First thing you're going to do is you're going to put these this plastic, no, not the plastic one, the rubber thing right here, and you're gonna put the thin part on the inside, just like on the other one. So just like this. So you got that on. And then you can, then we are supposed to put the light on, and then you're gonna put the wire through the hole that is closest to the two bolts we're gonna use to mount it on the actual bike. So I'm gonna put the wire through here. Alright, so what I noticed right here is that I put this rubber thing the wrong way. This part right here has to be on the back, so that's my mistake. Alright, so now it fits perfectly right there. Just have to put in the bolt. And of course the metal part on the back. So if I just flip it, I'm gonna memorize that these teeth are gonna hook onto the cable and then shove it in there. Alright, so I think I got it on right now. Like this. Just so you can see it. Right there. And then you just need to get the bolt in and catch the frets and just screw it in. Alright, so now it's done. It's tightened up. Just remember though, don't do over tight these. Just a little bit is just gonna do just fine. So stable, solid on it. So I'm just gonna put the other one on. Keep in mind that when you put the indicators on, that memorize that the one that goes on the left is the orange one, and the other one is the blue one, just so you don't mess them up. Yeah. So I'm gonna put on the other one on, and then we're gonna mount the bracket onto the bike. Alright, so now we're gonna put the bracket on the bike. Remember to put the wiring through the hole down here to get it through. I'm on the other side. Just gonna take this indicator and put it through here. Get that up there, and then the other one on the other side, of course, just like this. And then the light for the the license plate is you can pick either side, it doesn't really matter. So I'm just gonna pick this side over here. It comes with 2 bullet connectors, that's why you gonna be needing the other plug from the OEM light. So but first of all, just get these through here. Maybe pull a little here on the back just to get it all through. See, down here, got the little connectors. And once you do this, or while you're doing this, keep a bolt for the frame ready, so you're ready to install the bracket. So I just have one right here. Then put that on right there. I mean, the flip and dip comes with bolts, but you can just use the OEM ones, just as good. So now we got all the wiring all the way through, I think. Yeah. So now you just need to mount the other bolts on. Alright, so now we got the bracket on with the indicators, got the wiring going. Just gonna connect that, and yeah, looks good. Able to flip it, really nice, really nice. Yep, so it looks much more cleaner than the other one. I like how the rear wheel goes a little bit more after the backlight, so definitely prefer this one over the OEM. So next up is the wiring, so let's dig straight into that. So let's do this right. No force is necessary. If you need force, you're doing it wrong. And the blue one here goes like this. Alright, so now I got the wires back fixed. What you're gonna be keeping in mind is don't bend the wires too much and then just force them in this clamp. They should be able to have free space down here, because it's not good if you bend these wires too much. Maybe they might break and make a loose connection, and that's not going to be good. So just give them a lot of space to play around with. So the one missing is the headlight, and not the headlight, but the light for the license plate. Put mine on right now. See, kind of flips. So yeah, it's nice. But the flip and dip comes with two male bullet connectors. So what you're going to be needing is these female 4 millimeters bullet connectors, and we're gonna take the plug from the old one, and then we're gonna make we're gonna put them on the two of these, and then connect them to the flip and dip. So that's what's gonna be going down now. Alright, so now we'll begin to do the wiring for the light for the license plate. And you got the OEM wiring here with the connector on it. We're gonna be needing that. So what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be cutting the wire around here. So you got a little wire to play with, maybe even like up here. So if you ever want to put it back to OEM, you still can do that. You just have to connect it to the OEM light again. But we'll cut it around here, so I got plenty of wire to play with. So I'll do that. Alright, so what you will be doing now is just take some of this rubber off, so you got the green and brown wire visible. I would say like cut around here, right around here. I think I will do it. Alright, so now we got the wires here, the green and the brown. Just gonna split these two up, and then you want to use this kind of piece tool right here, so you can take off the isolation, so you got the wire visible and ready to put your female bullet connectors on. Alright, so now I got both wires visible right there. So what you want to be doing now is take two 4mm female bullet connectors, and you want to connect these. So just twist the wires a little, and then clamp on the bottom right here, and make a little pull test to make sure it sticks to it. So I just tried to put the wire like this, just a little twisted inside the female bullet connector, and it's kind of loose, so if you bend it once, it's just gonna make it a little bit more strong and stay in here while you climb it on. So just a little tip for you guys. Alright, so now I got both my female bullet connectors on. Just gonna make a little pull test here. Works out just fine. Nothing's loose, so that's good. So what we're gonna be doing now is we're gonna make sure that the green one is the ground and the brown one is the 12 volt. Alright, so what I'm gonna be doing now is gonna plug the connector back into the connector box, and then we're gonna take a DC meter and put our red probe onto the brown wire, and then the black one to the bare metal. Then we can make sure that, and of course turn on the bike. Then we can make sure that the brown one is the 12 volt, so we don't blow the light on the back. That would be a shame, so we're gonna have to buy a new one. So just gonna make sure that it is the 12 volt DC. So gonna do that. Alright guys, I got my DC AC meter here. I'm gonna put it on DC right here, and then I'm gonna put my red probe onto the female connector that I connected to the brown wire, and then the black one to the frame, because that's earth. So I'll just see if I can put this meter for you guys, so you kind of can follow along, see what I measure, if it's stable there. I think just gonna turn on the bike, just the ignition. I'm not gonna turn the bike actual on, so it's like this, and then we should be able to just put the red one onto the flame, and we're gonna see what we're gonna get here. So let's see if we measure between these two. Alright, so you see we get perfectly 12 volts. That's perfect. So I guess it's just a frame. So now that we know that, we can surely connect these two bullet connectors to the rest of the circuit. Now we know that it is the positive and the negative. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Just gonna turn off the bike. So when you do this, make sure that on the flip and dip, it has the positive is the black and white, and the ground is the all black. So we'll put that on. The green, the all black goes on to the green. Remember to pull this rubber back. Alright, so now we got it connected. Let's see if it works. Alright, so just gonna show you guys. Works perfectly now. Got the light going here. Perfect LED. So the next thing I'm gonna be doing is, now that we know it works, I'm going to put on some of this stuff if I can find it. I put it, yeah, right here. So I got some heat shrink that I want to put on. So you can put on just any, just you're gonna have to find a size that fits. I think this fits perfectly, just around up here. So because you know, it's just it's pretty much exposed like this, so it's just to be safe. So what you're gonna be doing is taking the connectors off again, or you could just have put it on before, but I just want to make sure that it worked. So yeah, just gonna put that on. Alright guys, so my piece of heat shrink did not actually fit over these. So yeah, what I could have done was to like not make these parallel, but maybe a little, you know, a little more forward or backward, so it would actually fit over, but I didn't think about that. So what I'm going to be doing now is I'm just going to put some electrical tape over it. I think it should do just fine. It's perfectly isolated under the seat. So, but if you have a bigger piece or you just want to make a little space between them, I think you could easily fit heat shrink over it. So, but I think this will do just fine. Just so you protect the wiring a little bit, I think it should be all good. Alright guys, so I put the wire on the clamp here, got it nicely tucked in electrical tape, and nicely put back here on the seat. So I got some room here for papers or whatever, registration or whatever you might think of. But what I'm going to be doing now is just going to put the toolbox back with my C-Tech charger under here, and then we're gonna be putting back the panels in the reverse steps. So I'm not gonna record that because I think you can already remember, or just go back in the video, just reverse steps. So first you got to put on this, and then you can put on this. I think maybe you can do it the other way around, but you'll figure that out. If you do it in the reverse steps, you are kind of safe. So I'll be back when I've assembled it all again. Alright guys, so I got the seat back on and all the wiring. I just got my C-Tech right here for the battery charging. So hope everything checked out good for you if you're trying to do this with your CB650. If you have any questions or comments, put them down below, and otherwise remember to subscribe if you want to see more stuff. If you want me to do anything else, just put a comment below and I'll try to figure out what to do. See you in the next video.